How to get motivated in 2019 and how to achieve all of your goals in this video coming right up.
If you don't do it for yourself, nobody's gonna do it for you.
Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in today once again on the channel. Thank you so much. If you're new to the channel and just bumped into me, hello to you, okay? Make sure you subscribe and also make sure you give it a massive thumbs up at the end of this video, obviously if you like it. We don't only share motivational stuff in here, we actually talk about very practical stuff that you can implement into your business, whether you're a business owner that's trying to drive traffic to your business or more customers to your business, or you're simply looking to start your social media marketing agency, or you have a social media marketing agency or an advertising agency and want to grow that agency to the point where it's running pretty much on autopilot, then this channel is for you. Now today we're simply talking about motivation. You might say, hey, what's the difference between motivation in 2018 and motivation in 2019? Well, there's no difference really. Notice that a lot of people don't stick to their goals, right? What most people do is they set goals at the beginning of the year and they don't end up achieving those goals. Okay, so usually that happens right around 2 to 3 weeks in January, where they've already broken their diets, they are absolutely out of their routine, they're not doing anything to to further help them to get them closer to their goals. So if you get nothing out of this video, by the end of it, I want you to remember this short sentence: motivation doesn't last. And I'm even gonna write it down, right? Motivation doesn't last. What does that mean, Ivan? How come motivation doesn't last? Well, we've all heard that motivation is what gets us starting, but discipline and habits keep us going and actually get us to achieve the goals that we've set for ourselves. Now, motivation is good if you're starting out, but it's really not gonna last you very long, okay? Doesn't matter what kind of a human being you are, you will break a certain point. It's just inevitable. It happens to the best of us. It doesn't matter what kind of a willpower you have, you will eventually break. So you cannot solely rely on motivation. And in order for you to fight this, you have to have a very strong foundation, aka a daily routine. You have to have a daily routine. Okay? That daily routine needs to be scheduled from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. Okay? So when you wake up, right? WU stands for wake up. So when you wake up, okay, until you go to sleep, everything needs to be scheduled. Right? What do I mean? Waking up, then maybe you take a shower after you wake up. Maybe you're a clean bastard and you decide to take a shower, right? Shower, coffee, doesn't matter what it might be, okay? You need to have it scheduled in, okay? Gym, if you go to the gym. So I'm gonna take you through my morning routine in order for you to have an understanding of what that actually looks like, okay? So by the time I wake up, okay, to the time I go to sleep, I have everything scheduled in. I don't do this in my laptop or on my phone, I actually write it down. So I wake up at 6:30, for example, right? Then let's say I wake up at 6:30, right? Now, 6:30 wake up. Right, now at 7:30, I'll be off to the gym. Right, now at 9:30, I'll allow myself a little bit of time at the gym, probably 2 hours or so. At 9:30, I'll have breakfast. And at 10 a.m., I'm at my work desk. Okay, and I do work blocks. I do work blocks of like 90 minutes, okay? 90 minutes work blocks. right? 90-minute work blocks. This is how I ensure, I learned this from Robin Sharma, and actually works pretty well for me, so you can try it out as well. And I was not an advocate of scheduling your day from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. But I'm like, I started to realize that if I don't schedule my time, if I don't account for an activity throughout the day, my time just gets wasted altogether. And I start, I just get out of my routine. I do, a bunch of stuff that doesn't contribute to, my end result that I'm after. And it just screws up my whole day. And I'm like, okay, this needs to be changed. Like this is absolutely out of hand, and it needs to be changed. If I want to be a high performer, if I want to achieve any type of extraordinary success for myself, I need to make sure that everything is accounted for, everything is scheduled throughout the day, and there's no times throughout the day where I can mess around, okay? Even the messing around you need to schedule, okay? And stick with me, it's not that difficult. I have 90-minute work blocks, then I take a 10 to 15 minute break just for my brain to like calm down. And I make sure, obviously, I go to bed early as well. Early meaning anywhere between 10 and 11 p.m. Okay? So you need to, this is a strong foundation. Okay? A routine. I'm not the type of guy who's actually naturally drawn towards numbers and writing things down and scheduling stuff. I'm quite the opposite. So that's coming from somebody who has no experience in this and has just tried it out and it worked for me. Okay, that's why I recommend you do the same things if you want to be a high achiever. Now, 90-minute work blocks with the break, okay? Break. "90-minute work blocks, 15-minute break, okay? 10 to 15-minute break. Schedule everything that you're doing, okay? Have at least 3 to 4 blocks a day that you have scheduled to do meaningful work. If you schedule your time in this exact manner, you're going to be so much more productive, I guarantee you that. That way you'll be able to achieve a lot more in a day than, for example, if you didn't have the work blocks, if you didn't take the breaks, if you were just doing sporadic work throughout the whole day. And the next thing I want to talk about is the discipline, okay? I cannot stress enough how important actually discipline is. And you have to understand how to build up that discipline. It doesn't come naturally. It doesn't come, throughout the day. We're talking about discipline to do things that you're not naturally drawn towards. And again, those two things are very good partners, okay? That's how you build your discipline, through repetition. And if you schedule your days in the same manner, you're going to build in that discipline. And last but not least, number 3 is motivation. So again, there is a time for motivation. And when I say motivation, I mean you need to have, for example, a vision board. Okay, you need to have a vision board. You can have if you're a visual type of person, then I highly, highly recommend for you to have a vision board. What the vision board will have all the things that you want for yourself, for your family. It could be a location that you want to go to, could be a place that you want to buy, could be a car that you want to buy, a watch that you're going to buy. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter whether they're materialistic things. Doesn't matter whether it's something else. It really doesn't matter. Just have your vision board somewhere where you can see it every single day and be reminded of that. Another thing that which you can also do is you can actually write all the things down that you want for yourself and your family. So that it works the same way as the vision board, but when you're writing things down, you can write down your big why. Why are you doing all this? Okay. It's not going to get you out of bed most of the time because, as I said, motivation doesn't last. Your willpower will break, but there's an application to that. So what I'm basically saying is you need to have everything that you can possibly think of that's going to propel you to go forward and actually, get the things that you want in your life. Okay? And let's do a quick recap once again. what is the 2019 motivation, man? Well, the 2019 motivation, listen, you need to understand that it does not last. So you need to have a strong foundation, aka your daily routine. Okay, we went over the daily routine again. You need to have your time scheduled from the point you wake up to the point you go to sleep. Very, very crucial you do that. Okay, you need to have you need to have your own routine. You need to build up your own routine, but I highly recommend you use the method of working blocks. Okay, so you actually have work blocks of 90 minutes with 10 to 15 minute breaks in between. You build that laser focus around whatever it is that you're doing, and you're also ensuring that you get a lot more done in a day that you would normally do if you didn't have this system in place. Second of all, discipline. Okay, these two go together. If you do this and if you do it on a daily basis, this will build your discipline, and discipline is going to build a habit. A habit is going to carry you for a very, very long time. Again, I hope this was of help to you. Please understand, motivation doesn't last. You need a strong foundation, aka your daily routine. Build that daily routine so that it lasts you for the entire year, and when you look back, you're like, oh wow, I've actually done something, I've actually achieved something. If you need help with your business or your marketing agency, you can reach me on all the social media channels. Links will be down in the description. Also, I'll leave a link to my chatbot where you can interact with it. There's a lot of value tips there that you're gonna get on a daily basis. Absolutely free value. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a massive thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I don't know what that is. And I'll see you next time.